Hey guys, fragrance friends, it's Daniel. Welcome to the Nose Knows. I am doing a marathon of recording on my mom's awesome perfume collection. I'm in Pennsylvania for one day, so I'm knocking them out. So you've probably seen a couple of these. Today we're doing a cool one. I'm just excited about all of these. Coco, the Parfum! This is like so special because these Chanel Parfums are so concentrated and they're so high quality, they're so good. They have them pretty much for most of the mainstream women's scents. So number 5, Coco, Coco Mademoiselle, Coco Noir, Chance, number 19, and Allure. They just have the original Chance. They don't have any of the Eau Vive, Eau Fresh, Automne, any of that. And they don't have, to my knowledge, Cristal, though I haven't seen it, but I could be wrong. They may produce that. They don't have any of the men's scents and parfums, unfortunately. I really, really wish that they would make them because when you get this on your skin, you can tell it's of a whole different caliber and a whole different levels. They use higher concentrations of the precious ingredients like jasmine and rose. They have the highest concentration of oils, and you just need a drop. So this is 1/4 of an ounce. This is the smallest size that they come in. Some of them, like Coco, I believe, are only this size, though there may be a 1/2 ounce. And sometimes they'll do a full ounce, which I think is just reserved for number 5. But maybe in the boutique in Paris, they have a full ounce in all of them. I don't know. They run pretty pricey. It's $125 for this size. But the thing is, you use a drop. So my mom's had this for 2-3 years. And you can see she has a lot, though she doesn't wear it every day. You would probably wear this. If you wore it every day, probably go about a year, I'm just guessing. So I don't know, but if you love scent or if you love Chanel scents, this is the best, most luxurious way and the most special way to wear your scent. So I have some other scents on because I just did the less exclusive, so I'm just gonna throw this on my elbow. It comes with this gorgeous stopper, and they all come like the number 5 that we did the unboxing of, that I posted a few days ago. I'm just gonna wipe that off with a paper towelette so none of my natural oils are transferring into the Parfum. Oh, I just got a whiff of it. Like orange. Like that's the first thing I'm smelling. Oh my gosh. Coco is great because it really, you could wear it as a guy or a girl. It's a perfume that was made for women in 1984, I want to say. But it is orange, citrus notes, cloves, spices, patchouli, some floral with the jasmine and rose, but blue has jasmine in it. Something called apopanix, which I really don't know what that is. It's probably some sort of spice. It's really, really gorgeous because it's so spicy, but this one sparkles. Like the parfums, they're like diamonds. Like if you take an eau de parfum or even an eau de toilette, and you put them next to a parfum, just even on the blotter card without putting on your skin, the way these smell, it's like so clean and so pure and sparkling. That's the best way I know how to describe it. It's like a crystal or a diamond just reflecting the light and amplifying it in so many beautiful ways. So I'm getting a lot of citrus from this. Is there neroli in this? I feel like I gotta check on my phone if neroli is a note here. This is mandarin, peach, and orange blossom, but I feel like I'm definitely getting neroli. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. And again, a lot of the notes that they're putting out as this is what's in it, there's a lot of other things in it, but of course they're not going to give away the whole recipe, even the notes for it. So definitely citrus notes, a little floral, but it's like a floral breeze. It's like, it's not like number 5 where the floral is more pronounced, for Chance. Some of the chances where the floral is very forward. This is like the first thing I get is citrus and spices, and then the floral, it's like a light floral aspect to it. As this scent dries down, I have worn this one many times. Often when I visit, I steal a drop. The citrus stays kind of prominent throughout, actually, even though that's in the top note. It doesn't really go away. I feel like it retains that kind of sparkling citrus quality to it. I would just say it all kind of softens. Maybe the floral actually dissipates first, and as it really wears down, the spices are what remain, but there's always almost that citrus link to it. It's like a clovey kind of spicy type of woodsy scent. It's It's interesting how even though those on the top notes, often in fragrances, citrus, are the first to go. Where this one, I don't find as I've worn it that that's really the case. It retains that quality, and it gets a little bit warmer as it dries down too. But I can't say enough about the Parfum versions of this because they're just like Cormandel's gorgeous. And it changed again from 20 minutes ago when I finished the video. Misia is really nice and soft. But this is like, it's just the best version of the scent. And I really wish that Chanel would, and I know why they don't, but I wish that they would promote these more or get the word out about these Parfum versions of their top scents because, with luxury fragrances, like everything in the luxury world, Creed and the Tom Ford scents and Frederic Malle and Clive Christian and Francis Kirkjohn and just Atelier, all these Diptyque, all these like really, really crafted scents that are super beautiful. I find that sometimes people, because Chanel is their fragrances are so widespread, they're in, Carson's and Macy's and everywhere online and Sephora. I mean, they're very easy to access, which is awesome. And they're really, really beautiful scents. But I don't know if you put Chanel mainstream Eau de Parfum or Eau de Toilette next to a Creed, if it kind of resonates the same way that a Creed or even a Tom Ford or any of those luxury scents would. But when you get the Parfum of the number 5 or the Coco or any of the scents, then it's like, oh my gosh, this is what the scent was born to be. And often like the number 5, that was what the scent was. Number 19, that was what the scent was when it was released, because that was actually like how they made the scents, was in these bottles. I don't believe they had, I think they came out with eau de colognes later, but like the Parfum was how the scent was meant to be. So I really wish Chanel would let people know that they have these scents because they're amazing. But often most counters don't even have the Parfums available to sample because they're just so precious. We're lucky at my counter to have a few that were left over once from an event we had. But we can't sample these, of course. We can let people smell them at the counter, but they're too precious to sample because, like, this is a quarter of an ounce. You sample it twice and it's practically gone. But I think they keep it kind of under the radar on purpose. Like a lot of their handbags, you need to ask to see them. So I think they like that private approach. But if you're a fragrance lover and you have not been able to smell one of the Parfums, go to your Chanel retailer anywhere you know of and ask if they have one to smell. Occasionally they'll have one floating around. If you're in Chicago, I'm at Neiman Marcus on Michigan Avenue. We have a few. We don't actually have Coco in the store to smell. This is like I said, my mom's. But oh gosh, it's softening out already. But the citrus is still there. It's so beautiful. But these are like the best version of any of the Chanel scents, and I think they're just totally in a league of their own. And one thing that I don't know if I talk about enough with Chanel, because obviously I do a lot of Chanel fragrances, I'm very passionate about the line, is that all the versions of the scent, like number 5 for instance, there's 5 different compositions in number 5, and each one will emphasize a different aspect of the fragrance. So the Parfum is different than the Eau de Toilette, is different from the Eau de Parfum. Not that the notes are necessarily different, though sometimes they will add in or take out notes, but they'll even amp up different levels of the notes. Or like with Coco, this one is super balanced with the citrus and spices being prominent, and then the floral being almost like a breeze. But I find the Eau de Toilette of this, it's a lot more about the spicy facet of it. It's not so much the floral. It's really, really spicy, and they emphasize that note, and the citrus and floral isn't so prominent. So that's the other beautiful thing about Chanel fragrances specifically, that most houses don't do. Different concentrations having different aspects of the scent featured. So you can really customize to create, your scent. Just which number 5 do you want to wear? Which Coco do you wear? And I really hope they did it with Blue. They have an Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum, which I'm like so happy about, because the Eau de Parfum is actually a lot different than the Eau de Toilette. And we're going to review that in the future. But they, the women's line or the perfume line has so many more options, which is really fun to play with. So I'm going to do a scent layering video. I'm going to film it now, and it'll be up the next Thursday or Sunday, wherever we're at in the cycle. It's all about scent layering and how you customize, different versions of the scent, different concentrations to create your kind of signature interpretation. So I hope you like this video. Coco is amazing. It's really, the most amazing thing to me about the scent is just how the florals, oh, I just got mimosa. I just got the mimosa, just came out. Woo, so good. It's how like the florals, like the jasmine and the rose are in there, but they're much, it's such a light touch, but it's like, it feels like it's the heart of the scent, but it's so light. It's amazing, this version of the scent, how all the notes work together really beautifully to create a symphony of fragrance. And it's very Baroque. There's a lot going on in this. And Jacques Poge did an amazing thing when he made this one. And it's great for men too. So definitely check Coco out. And yeah. If you guys want to subscribe, you can click right here. If you want to watch another video, you can click right here. If not, I will see you next time.